Hello once again to another King of the Potato People review, and I'm going retro this time. Here's something from the good old 1980s. It's a strange little thing, and as you can see it appears to be an old camera, and this is its first mode. You can see some chromeware, and it's made by, I've seen a few of these knocking around on the internet before, but I thought I'd pick one up, and it's I don't know, I don't think it's Scottish. McToy, MC Toy, and there's their logo, whoever they are, and made in Macau. And so this is the camera mode, and that's the back of the camera. There's no detail there again. There's a bit of detail there along the top, and there you are. So that's actually a pretty nice, it's a reasonably convincing camera. A child could run around with that, presumably pretending to take pictures of things. Well, you know, not exactly that exciting. However, this has actually got 4 modes, and this is the next mode, and it's amazing transformation. Even I can cope with this on camera. Wait and see. Now what you do is you take this off. Oh, what's this? Then, if I put this down for a second, behold, flip it over and pull out this. Oh, there you are. And simply reattach here, and then you have, it's a nice enough little tank mode. It's metal here. This is all metal along the front here. So it's quite well made. It's in pretty good condition as well. I've decided recently I quite like transformer tanks. Anyway, so just to show you, it rolls along. Of course, these are meant to be the Caterpillar tracks with a bit of imagination. So it's just as well children's imaginations good, or were good in the 80s anyway. And that's not bad. You don't get any rotation here, I suppose, unless you can place it loosely on the top and pretend, if that's something you really feel that you want to do. You put it that way around. But I can't see much point in that. So this is tank mode. So that's the first. The second of the 4 modes. We will now transform it into its next mode. I'm probably not going to do it on camera because it's quite old and stiff, and like many of us can be. Anyway, it's so it's tricky. It looks all right actually from the front there, doesn't it? I'm looking through the viewfinder there, and it looks it's a reasonable tank. That's quite fun. Right, so I will just transform it into the next mode, and here is mode 3. Amusingly, it has written here on the legs, I don't know if you can see this, robot and gun, as if it's some sort of marker to work out. I mean, I'm not even sure really if this is what the gun mode's supposed to be, but it's got a little trigger here, and again, for a child running around. Or I'll do a better noise than that. Hold on. And the but there you go, little double barrel type thing, and yeah, that's fun enough. There's a nice, I like the detail here. These seem to be, I think you've got, it looks like these sort of have to hold in the legs a bit. I don't know if that's age or if it's design or whatever, but anyway, that's the gun. That's reasonably fun, isn't it? You can slide those back in if you wanted a bit more of a, well, no, actually it looks awful. Anyway, you can slide those back out, and there's the trigger. It doesn't click or anything, it's purely for decoration, but that's fun. And also, if you're wondering what happened to this piece, you can actually just place it back on the top here if you want to. I think like that looks fine, so you don't have to worry about losing it. Well, you wouldn't. I mean, you know, don't lose sleep over it. These are they're not that hard to get hold of. I just fancied it. Like, you don't see many 4 changes, do you? Really? So anyway, that's blaster mode. I don't think Shockwave's going to lose any sleep, but again, that's quite a reasonable toy gun, isn't it? Really, space gun for a child to play with. So I like it. So that's quite nice. On to the excitement of robot mode. Again, I'll have to do this off camera because of the age of the thing. So bear with me. And here is robot mode. There's several ways I've seen of him transformed online, and I don't know. This is up. I've seen this up higher. I've seen this swiveled down below. I think it would make sense if it's like this because you can get the legs to part, and also we are following. You can't really see that. Oh yes, you can. This is more in line where it says robot, so it almost looks to me like this is supposed to keep. I haven't got any instructions. I mean, they're long gone. If anyone knows for certain, let me know. But it would make a bit more sense because you can split his legs a bit more. And he's not actually amazing at standing up. And then his hands are the lasers before. I think they've made them look like there would be claws there. I mean, that's, you got to be very kind to think that. The head is fairly disastrous, and for a toy of its age, I don't know. He looks a bit like, reminds me of Crystal Maze presenter and of Rocky Horror Picture Show fame, Richard O'Brien, in a robotic mask. Really, if you see that, there's a very weird face there. Apologies to Richard O'Brien. I'm not saying you have a weird face. This robot has a face, in the very unlikely event that Richard O'Brien watches my videos. Well, if you do, hello. And so yes, that's the robot mode. And then you can leave the chest like that, or I don't think it pegs on anywhere else, but you can, again, if you want to, and you can put it either way. Let's live a little. You can put the lens on that way if you want to sort of... That actually looks obscene. That's dangerous. If that gun barrel pops down from the tank, we are in trouble. So let's not even go there. And you can put it... Or you can just drop it. It's late at night. And then we've got... well, maybe you can't. I'm sure I've seen it put on before. Anyway, that's not so bad. So if you want him to look like he's having a baby, perhaps. Stop going blurry. Anyway, so he's having a baby robot. Or you could, maybe you could just favourably think of him looking like he's a kind of bomb disposal guy or something, but he's hardly like a lean, mean fighting machine, whatever way you look at it. Doesn't seem to want to stand up very well, and I hope he hasn't been drinking, because if he is pregnant, we don't want to put his little robot baby at risk. So let's see. So there we go. We seem to have him. Let it stand, you doofus. There you are. Ta-da! There he is. And you can fiddle out with it. I have seen it be brought up more. It affects the posability of the arms, which are actually a kind of ball joint. It's got lots of metal on it. It's a perfectly decent 1980s toy. It's nowhere near up to Hasbro, Takara kind of quality, but it's a bit of fun. And I thought I'd share it with you on the channel, just for that fun, really. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. I've just noticed, I don't know what those two pegs are on the top there. I can't see what that's for, to be honest. I don't know. So I'll have to look at that. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and all the very best to you from the Potato Kingdom. Goodbye. It's still blurry, isn't it? Don't fall over, Richard. I'm going to call him Richard. Stop there, Richard. Richard. Goodbye, Richard. And goodbye from me, Richard O'Robot. As a small little bonus, I found that those two pegs, you can actually put the gun on the head if you want to. Now, That looks a bit bizarre, doesn't it? In some ways, though, the head's better than the Richard O'Brien head. And if you really want to, you could... let's see if I can do it. Ooh, there you go. Trying to chew it one-handed. Always a challenge. And there you are. And then, that's it. Sorry about that. I suppose you could say there's a sort of shock-wavy type look to him, like that. Just have a... Oh, surely doesn't look too bad. So, if you prefer, that's another alternate there. And no muck toys. We can't say that's a fifth mode. But it does have those two little bumps on the top there, almost as if that was an idea, I think, to maybe give it an alternate head. So there you are. So it wasn't really goodbye, it was goodbye now. And there you are with the muck toys, the MC toys, 1980s, four-changer, camera, gun, tank, robot Richard O'Brien, and cycloptic tank head robot. You could generously say was a fifth mode. I think that's it. If anyone knows more about that, that's it. Farewell, my friends.